Welcome back to another Canon Quick Shot, a quick review of a non-comic book or superhero movie. I'm your host, Terry, and today I'm talking about A Star is Born, directed and starring Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga. So this is a movie that I've been extremely interested in since it was announced. I would say over a year ago, I was on the train I started the train that Lady Gaga is going to get an Oscar for this. I just felt like the role and the talent she had would match up so perfectly well. And then we eventually got our first photo, which was kind of really vague. And then we got the first trailer and I was hooked. Talk a lot about recently on the internet. I talk about trailers and how trailers could be a lot better than movies, and it's an art to its own self. There's certain trailers that I still watch that give me goosebumps, like Wonder Woman trailer, the first Comic-Con one. Even though I don't like Wonder Woman as much as everybody else, I love that trailer and I can still watch it and get freaked out. So A Star is Born was that for me. It was my number one trailer. Every single time I saw it, there was something, and I knew it was something with this movie that was really going to capture me. And so I've been super excited to see it. Finally got to see it, on Thursday. And so, yeah, it's a really, really, really good movie. I would not say it's exactly what I thought it would be as far as how it plays out and also how it hit me. But I will say it's a strong debut for Bradley Cooper. It's not a debut for Lady Gaga, but I think this is her coming onto the stage. Super strong for her. And it's going to be a highly regarded movie. But with that, there's some things that I wouldn't say I didn't enjoy, but I thought could have been better. So for me, the first half, maybe 65% of this movie was pitch perfect. I'm talking about just, no pun intended, hit the right note. It was exactly what I thought this movie would be. And they were acting, in their roles exactly how I thought it would match up. It's after that point though that the movie starts to kind of move down the timeline. And in my opinion, it went too fast. I think they tried to go too big, too quickly. I didn't think the main focus of the movie should be, kind of the dynamics once this, star had become a star. I thought it should be more focused on her journey to becoming a star and kind of them early successes, but them early realities of it. And they hit on that stuff, but it goes by quicker because they're trying to get to a much bigger point. And I felt like this movie would have been a lot better had we had even more time with Bradley Cooper as the current star, and then even more time to slowly see Lady Gaga's character evolve into a star, and then end it with kind of how those dynamics shift the relationship. But, all in all, still was really strong. I just felt like the pace and what we got in the second half wasn't as strong as what we got in the first half. So there's that. And then I would have to say, I thought Bradley Cooper was cool. I didn't like this super deep voice he was doing, but that's part of the movie actually, and there's a reason he does that. So I didn't like it that much, and I thought it kind of detracted from the character because it was all about, let me talk like this with this deep country voice. But I felt like it could have been more than that. But Lady Gaga, again, I started the train. She's going to win an Oscar. Not get nominated, she's going to win it. I can't say honestly, as much as I like the movie, she's not going to win an Oscar. I don't think she's going to get nominated, and I don't know if she deserves it. However, I will say she had a powerhouse performance as her first kind of coming out role, and that role on the big stage. She is better than she has any right to be as an entertainer to come in and do that role. And I've heard she's done acting before, but again, we're talking about big role. She's better than she has any right to be. And the singing, you cannot get over it. But I think that part really shadowed and eclipsed her acting. That Bradley Cooper understood the talent he had with Lady, and he really tailored the role to bring that out. Like, there's probably 6 or 7 or maybe 8 music sets in the movie. And I would say all of them involve, well, I would say all, but maybe 1 or 2 involve, Lady Gaga. She's talented, but the role of the character is a person that's talented, but not sure of herself, doesn't see herself as a star. And so when they have her perform so much, I just think the Lady Gaga came out of that character. You really saw Lady Gaga because she knows how to command. She knows she's a diva. She can command it all. But I still think she did a great job in playing someone who didn't know that and didn't feel that they were a diva. But eventually it creeps out. It creeps out and eventually you just see Lady Gaga. And so that it hurt to me. And there's moments where there's high emotion. And you could just tell that a veteran actor would have did it better. Like, she's good, but she's not great. So it's a really strong performance. I just don't think it's Oscar worthy. If she gets nominated, now that depends on what we get from the rest of the season. But with Widows coming out, things like that, I just think it'll be tough for her to get nominated. But if she does, I'll be happy, but I don't think she will win. And I don't think she should win. I think it was a strong performance, and I think I look forward to seeing more from her. But I can't sit here and say, honestly, it's an Oscar thing. But look, this is why I was in this movie for Lady Gaga. Like, I love the Dave Chappelle cameo. Great choice. Even though they did a little more with him than I thought they would. Love the Eddie Griffin cameo. I love Bradley Cooper directing and doing this, but I was here for Lady Gaga. I wasn't a hater, but I was one of the biggest critics of Lady Gaga when she came out, which is right around when I was in college, started college. I was such a critic, and it wasn't because I was a hater on her. It's because I could see the talent that she had, but it was so lost in the antics and the things she did that I think people didn't take her seriously, and it detracted from the talent she had. And then once not only that, but once I started learning her story and what she's been through, the way she thinks, how musically gifted she is, I got even more upset. I'm like, why is you behind all these antics and the meat suit and all the costumes and this? Why is it all of that when you can just come out there, no makeup on, as you are, and be a diva? And so I've always felt that way. And then eventually she toned down and she changed the image up a little bit. And I was happy to see that. But then when I saw that she would be doing this, I lost it because I'm like, this is the Lady Gaga I want people to see. This is the Lady Gaga I want people to remember. And so when you see her in there with no makeup on, talking about how people don't think she's pretty, but she has this talent, but she doesn't think she can be a star. And you see how much of the real Lady Gaga story is in this role. And then, of course, she has the talent to portray it. I just thought she was going to not just knock it out of the park. I thought she was going to crush us. And there's some moments that crushed me. My theater cried a lot. Not going to lie, I cried some. There are moments that crush you, but I thought she really was going to crush you with this movie. But I think that's more about the script and the direction than it is about her. But yes, I've been anticipating this. This is Lady Gaga. I'm happy people they see her. And I think she really put some strong emotion into it. And I'm just thrilled with this movie. As far as a grade though, like I said, there's some things I had an issue with. So I'm going to give it a B+. I'm going to give it an 86 out of 100. Yeah. So go to the comment section. Let me know what you thought about the movie. Thumbs up, subscribe, share it around, get the convo started. Remember, if you heard it here, it's official canon.